President Trump recently nominated Judge Brett Kavanaugh to be the next United States Supreme Court Justice. At just 53 years old, Kavanaugh has accumulated decades of judicial and executive branch experience. But how would you feel if President Trump nominated someone who didn't have any judicial experience, but whose only experience was a history of fringe political activism? It wouldn't really instill much confidence in their ability to do the job well. Here in North Carolina, we have the privilege of voting for our state Supreme Court justices. And there are 3 candidates for voters to choose from this fall. One is a social activist with no judicial experience. One is a 32-year-old personal injuries lawyer. And the third is a sitting justice with 8 years of experience on the state Supreme Court. Meet Democrat Anita Earls. Earls has 10 years of litigation experience and was a Deputy Assistant Attorney General with the United States Department of Justice and has been involved with the Southern Coalition for Social Justice and has also been a prominent board member of the extremely progressive Blueprint NC, a far-left nonprofit organization. Anita Earls, social justice warrior, has also been a mainstay at events like the Women's March and Moral Monday protests and is known to quote socialists as inspiration. Earls has received awards and accolades from progressive groups like the North Carolina NAACP, North Carolina Justice Center, and yes, even Planned Parenthood. Meet Barbara Jackson. Jackson is the only one on this ticket with judicial experience. In fact, Jackson has 28 years of experience, including 8 years on the state Supreme Court.
Hi, I'm Justice Barbara Jackson. I'm an Associate Justice with the Supreme Court of North Carolina. I'm the only candidate in this race with judicial experience. And I served on the Court of Appeals for 6 years, and I've now served on the Supreme Court for almost 8 years.
A period of time in which the North Carolina Supreme Court has enjoyed a season of unprecedented harmony in its decisions. Meet Chris Anglin, a personal injuries lawyer. Anglin recently jumped into this very tight Supreme Court race to run as a Republican. But the problem is he's not a Republican. Anglin was a registered Democrat before deciding to run as a Republican in this race, and was a registered independent in Florida. He insists he's not a Democrat plant, but the funny thing is, a man by the name of Perry Woods, a longtime North Carolina Democratic Party operative, is helping Anglin with his campaign. Neither he nor Woods would say how they were brought together. "Other people put us together," Anglin said. Anglin is also a big fan of Democrat Governor Roy Cooper, and is personal friends with Cooper's close advisor and top aide Ken Moody. When asked why he's motivated to run, he sounds a whole lot like the other Democrat in this race. They both use the same Democrat talking points when referencing their Supreme Court run. So what's that saying? If it looks like a duck and quacks like a duck, it's probably a duck. So not only is this guy grossly inexperienced, but the evidence does seem to suggest he's a Democrat plant attempting to divide the Republican vote. So North Carolinians have a crucial choice to make when deciding who their next state Supreme Court justice should be. Do you want a social justice activist, a personal injuries lawyer with questionable intentions, or a sitting justice with 8 years of experience on the bench?
This isn't an entry-level position.
The choice is yours to make.